And welcome back to the channel. In today's video we will take a look at a BeadBuster XB550 heavy duty. Why are we doing that? So there are two reasons for me trying this one out. One reason is I want to install TPMS sensors, tire pressure monitoring sensors, into wheels. And not just any wheels, it's 285, 70R17 wheels I believe. And those wheels should go or might go on the Jeep at one point. But I bought them used, so they come without any TPMS, so I want to install them. That's the one point I want to try. The second point will be try to change the tire on the wheels. So that will be quite interesting. I don't know if we get to that point, but for sure we have to try to get to the point where we can install the TPMS sensor. And with this BeadBuster, so that's an American company, BeadBuster, and they, if you have not seen it, you can see it, patent. They invented this really cool tool because, you know, there are online some really funny videos. I will also put a link in the description below where you can actually see people using cars to check up tires and try to break the bead and stuff like that. Because the important thing that you can access or take off a tire is actually to break the bead, how they seat it. And when there's air pressure in it, they just push against the sidewalls of the tire, or the sidewalls push against the rim, and that's how they seat it. And that's when you hear a pop sometimes, the first time putting a tire on a wheel, on the rim, and then it's just popping in place. So anyway, what we're doing in this video, I just told you we would want to test this BeadBuster today. They also sent this pretty cool t-shirt, which thank you again, I will be able to use and wear for sure. I also got some gloves here in this package, and they did send some tire levers, 1, 2, 3 in total. So I hope they will help during the process. So for me it's the first time. I can't promise that it will be successful, but we'll give it a try. Here we do have the tire levers, and then with the BeadBuster itself. Great to see, work less, ride more. Why not? The BeadBuster itself, there is this piece, there is this heavy duty bolt, which is I believe a 5/16. Whoop, this one. So we will need a socket, ideally a socket I would say, because you want to use an impact. If possible with this, you can also use just a socket, a wrench if you only have that. But I would recommend definitely having the proper tools. That means I have to loosen this one really quick. And also give you those little quick guide instructions here. And I would highly recommend either you follow this video or you follow online their instructions, what they have. And there is an owner's manual, version 1.4, what they claim here. So I'll go through that, make sure nothing changed, but I also looked online already. The first thing we need to do is assemble the unit. And I think it's most important that we do it correct. And that means, for what I can see here, we need to take out here this wing nut, which holds this in place. Take the little bolt out, and then we have this part which pushes against the rim. This is plastic, and you see one side has a screw in it. So you do not want to have the screw pointing towards your rim, you want to have the other side. When you look correct, then we have to slide it in. Let me undo this one first, as much as we can. There's a good amount of lubrication on it, by the way, so you want to maybe wear already gloves at the beginning. Anyway, so this one slides into here. Now you just have to make sure that you use the bolt you just took out, put it back in, connect it on the other side with the wing nut. And it's supposed to slide around a little bit, but you want to have it good and tight, so we'll take what is that? A hex, and tighten it down. It looks like a 4mm on this side, so I'll hold it and I'll tighten the wing nut. There we go. It's good and tight. That's one step. And the next / last step is also very well lubricated, where you want to just screw in here. Do the hand tightening process first. And if you want to, you can use a 5/16 just to get it in with an impact really. And then you see already something's happening down here. And that's correct. And that's actually the mechanism which we'll use here. So, to make it very easy and simple, and I think actually they have a good picture also here. I'll show you step by step how I will do it and what I read about it and how it should be used hopefully without damaging the rim. We will see if that works out. So far, all the videos I've seen, they were straightforward, they were pretty well made. And I would say I'll get the tire up here and then we'll start here. All right, the very first thing we need to do. Locate the valve stem, which is here for me. I'm using this, which is funny, park tool for bikes, which the smaller side, which can just screw in and screw out the valve stem. First thing you need to do is actually try to let air out as much as you can. When you can push it, when you have something else to let it release the air. At one point you can use the tool what I'm using here. I also went ahead because I thought, oh, I might need it. I ordered this little package, link in the description below, for $9 or something, which comes with a little handy kind of a screwdriver, which should fit right in here. So you can use that as well. Since I have this little handy tool, I will use it. When releasing this one or turning it, make sure there might be pressure still and air in the tire. It doesn't pop out on you, so be careful with that. I know I did release all the air already because I wanted to see if I have all the tools I need. And then you can just pull it out all the way at the end and don't lose it unless you have replacements for it. By the way, this package I just showed you, it does come with all accessories needed, so that's good. So those tires I bought, they're not coming with any TPMS sensor, that's what they said, so that's why I wanna get there. And now, when we released all the air, we can continue. Let me give you an overview. There we go. Yep, down there, you can already see, whoop, nope, there. I might have a new tire which we can put on, if it works. Since I haven't done that yet, we'll give it a try. All right, so I will be using my Ryobi impact gun with a 5/16. And this tool we want to use now, and ideally we put it in, so this part goes into one of those spots where it can touch actually the rim. So let me turn it a little tiny bit. And now it means we want to place it in here, and important, this part here, this should go in between the tire, the rubber, and the rim. That's what we need to do first. And you need to push it in a little bit underneath. And then I hope you can see that here, this part is a little looser. Go here. You really need to a little force. You need to be strong for that. And when it's there, you can feel and see that it's underneath, so that's good. And then we need to tighten this bolt here. So I'll do it now without talking because it is a little more work. And then it's starting to get seated here, which is great already, I can tell. And what's important for continuing, you want to have, for this bolt, should almost be in a right angle to the surface. And I think I'm pretty close to it. I'll go a little more. That's what, this one is plastic, so we'll see if that works well. And now we tighten this one. And this one will push and separate the rim from the tire. I had to reseat it again because it was slipping a little bit. So I scratched here on this side. I think I didn't push it in enough, so it came out. So I did tighten this bolt further this time. And let me show you one thing, what happened here. With using or pushing down this bolt, it's actually pushing down here, right at the wired part of the tire. It's pushing down the tire entirely. So So that's how it should be, and you can see there's a gap on this side and here on this side, and it is breaking the bead there already. I'll go a little bit more because I'll have a little of the bolt left, and then I'll reseat it, move it over, and continue here, and probably a third time as well at least. And we'll see if we need a fourth time as well, and then we'll see how far we get. By the way, always, as always, wear safety gear, safety goggles, safety gloves and everything. There we are. There we are. I don't know if you heard it, but it looks like 2 times, and the bead just popped on the front, so that's good. Some of the scratches, it looks, here the visible part, really good. I have scratches in here because I didn't do it right. Here it is pretty good. That's how you learn it, I guess. All right, so front side. Let's see what else I can do. In case you just want to do the TPMS sensors, let's play with that. We don't break this, we won't break the bead on the rear. We also have to do that if you want to take the tire off. But let's make some space here, because then we might be able to just have access to the TPMS sensor. That would be great. So I will place it here, I believe, and I'll try to use maybe some blocks of wood or whatever to just keep it there. We'll see if that's something which is maintainable. And while I'm doing that, I hope you can see that. I hope it makes sense. Because that's where the stem is. That's where we can connect the TPMS. So now we need a TPMS sensor. And I know, I should have gone with OEM, but since this is a training practice thing, so link in the description below for those ones. I don't want to use the new stem, I just want to separate it and use this TPMS. So I'll use, what is it? Looks like a Torx. It's a T10. So I want to use just the TPMS and the bolt. So I'll undo that real quick. And that means we will be using this one, like so. And the only thing we need to do, make sure we can get it in there. And I want to make myself more space, so I'll try to plug, and I'll use some wood to just move it over a little bit more. Let's see if that works. Pretty much like so. So the BeadBuster really helps with that to give me more space. And what we need to do is now actually try to thread it in there. So what you do not want to do is losing that bolt. And what just happened, I lost the bolt. All right, in my case, I have to pull this out, it looks like, because they broke it off down here. It's completely destroyed, whatever they did, they broke it. So I'll need to destroy this and pull it out. Yeah, look at that. Thanks to whichever shop did that, they cut it off or whatever, they broke it. Trash. Really sad how bad those mechanics sometimes work. So anyhow, we will install a new one, and then we just have to push it through, and I will use some lubrication to push it through in that case, just to make my life easier. And that lubrication is soapy water. Let's see, it helps. You do not want to destroy anything, so with even pressure you should be able to get it on. So since those new sensors come with a little flat surface here where you can actually clamp in and push in, that worked pretty well. The only thing what I now want to do Let's actually still continue trying to get a bead off on the other side. So for this one, we're done, and we'll continue on the other side. Let me give you another view. We'll turn it around and we'll try to break the bead on the other side. You can see it's still seated everywhere. Push it in somewhere in between. Let's see. Not sure if that doesn't look seated well. That looks pretty good already. I want to go all the way down. Try here on the opposite side again. So it's off here and here almost. Need to do it here as well. Oh yeah, that's what it was. That's all I needed. Let's see. There we are. I think we got it. Yeah, it's off definitely. Nice. But yeah, I wasn't able to get it off entirely, so I'll have to try off camera more to see if I can get it off without damaging the rim. That's the most important. But the BeadBuster worked so far great to install TPMS sensor, so I'll continue with that on the other tires. Here we are. We call it soapy water. And I did tighten it already because there's blue Loctite on it. I didn't mention it once I bought. And then I'll just try to push them in here. Come all the way in. There we go. And they are seated. Now we can fill it with air and test it if it does work. All right, let's fill it with air. See if it works. Had to push it in here from the top a little bit. And now we have to wait until the bead pops in place. It's coming in already. There we go. We are at 8 PSI right now. So I'll leave it there. Well, I mean, you get the idea with the BeadBuster. It's honestly a fairly simple tool and it's really effective. What I noticed here, I got the red color off here already. I think you can see it. That's the only thing what happened to me. So I have to be careful when stuffing it in here between the rim and the tire itself. But everything else really works great. At least for TPMS sensor, I still have to work on, wait, where is it? I still have to work on that one over there. So we'll see if I can get it even completely off. They also included some BeadBuster loop, tire loop, which I have not used yet. Maybe that's my mistake, so I should use that. And every time when you take off a bead here, also spray it with soapy water. Might make things easier. Well, anyways, for this video so far, that's pretty much all. That's all I wanted to do for now, but there might be follow-up when I get to the tire, when I have a good technique and whatnot. But this one works pretty well and it's pretty solid. What's definitely recommended in my opinion is an impact gun. Without that, it takes longer. But with an impact gun, it's really quick. 3 spots usually, and then it's popped off. Really amazing. No, that's cool. I'll keep you posted on that one. But for now, I'll enjoy the other 3 tires I have to go through because it's for the Jeep, so there are 5. Because this car has 5 tires. Weird, right? Anyways, in terms of getting the tire off, you can see I'm really sweaty. I tried a lot. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, let me know. Cheers!